Are you struggling with debt and want to get out of it as soon as possible? It can be intimidating to tackle your debt head-on, but with the right strategies, you can start to make progress. In this video, we'll look into the top 3 to 5 strategies to help you get out of debt quickly and start living a debt-free life. Kindly like and subscribe to our channel for more videos. Start by taking an honest look at your current financial situation, what you owe, what you earn, and where your money is going each month. This can help you come up with a plan to get out of debt. There are several strategies to become debt-free, which include creating a budget and tracking your expenses, consolidating or refinancing existing loans, negotiating with creditors for more favorable terms, listing off all debts from smallest to biggest and paying them off one at a time, setting up automatic payments for bills, and seeking professional assistance if necessary. Before you can create a realistic plan to pay off debt, it's important to track your spending so that you can identify areas where you may be able to trim back. Setting up a budget and doing monthly reviews is a great way to get control of your finances. Additionally, there are several strategies you can use to pay off your debt and get out of the red. Start by making more payments than the minimum required amount. Doing so helps reduce the total amount of interest you have to pay over time, which will reduce the length of time it will take you to pay off your debt. Once you have identified areas for potential savings, create a budget and spending plan for yourself that will help you build a workable debt repayment plan. Furthermore, creating a budget and spending plan can be extremely helpful when it comes to getting out of debt. It's important to track your spending and identify any areas where you can save money. Having a good financial plan will help you find the best way to pay off your debts while still being able to handle all other expenses. With a little discipline, you can make it happen. A major part of getting out of debt is having an emergency fund available to use during times of financial hardship. To ensure this emergency fund is there when you need it, consider implementing strategic spending cuts to conserve money and avoid going into more debt. Setting a budget and tracking your expenses is one way to identify and reduce unnecessary spending, allowing you to save for an emergency fund. Additionally, increasing income can also help free up money for an emergency fund. Finding ways to make more money, such as taking on a second job or selling items, can help you get closer to your goal. Start by creating a budget that outlines all necessary expenses and then works on cutting back on unnecessary expenses such as eating out, going to the movies, or shopping sprees. This can help you save money that can be used in your emergency fund or towards paying off existing debts. When it comes to getting out of debt, the best place to start is by creating a budget and cutting back on secondary spending. By taking the time to outline necessary expenses and reducing spending on non-essential items, you can start to get a handle on your debt and take the steps needed towards financial freedom. One way to get out of debt is to seek assistance from credit counseling agencies. These agencies have trained professionals who can review your financial situation and develop a plan to help you get out of debt. Additionally, you can make a budget and track your spending to ensure that you are living within your means. Reducing or eliminating unnecessary expenses can help free up money to pay off debt faster. You can also create a payoff plan and prioritize which debts to pay off first. Credit counseling agencies can also help you understand your debt and create a budget that works for you. They will provide detailed advice on how to manage your money more effectively so you can avoid getting into debt in the future. Some of the top ways to get out of debt include creating a budget, eliminating unnecessary expenses, building an emergency fund, and making a plan to pay off debt. Consolidating your debt into one loan with a lower interest rate may also be an option. Finding side income opportunities or asking for a raise can help you increase your income so you can pay off your debt faster. Lastly, you should set realistic goals and track your progress to stay motivated and on track with your debt repayment plan. One of the top ways to get out of debt is to negotiate with your creditors. This could include asking for lower interest rates, longer repayment plans, or reduced overall debt balances. If you can agree with your creditors, this could prove to be a huge help in getting out of debt. Additionally, creating and following a budget is essential for getting out of debt. Setting realistic goals and cutting unnecessary expenses is key to making a budget that works. Consolidating debt by taking out a loan or balance transfer card can also be an effective way to reduce interest rates and simplify payments. Finally, using available resources such as nonprofit credit counseling services can assist in developing a plan and navigating the process of getting out of debt. It's important to have a clear understanding of what types of negotiations may be available to you and how they will affect your financial future. For instance, if you can get a lower interest rate on your debt, you may be able to pay off the balance faster as more of your payment goes toward principal rather than interest. Moreover, when it comes to getting out of debt, it's important to educate yourself on the options available. Taking the time to understand how to get out of debt can change your financial future for the better. A debt consolidation loan can be a great way to help reduce the amount of interest you are paying on existing loans, as it is usually offered at a lower rate than your current loans. Other methods to reduce debt include taking a second job to pay off the debt faster, creating a budget and sticking to it, negotiating lower payments with creditors, or transferring debt balances to a credit card with a lower interest rate. Some people may also choose to use a debt reduction service that helps negotiate lower payments with creditors. These are just some of the ways to help get out of debt and start on a path of becoming financially stable. Consolidating your debt into one monthly payment also simplifies your financial obligations, making it easier to keep track of how much you owe and when payments are due. This is just one of the many strategies you can use to manage and get out of debt. Other effective methods include creating a budget and cutting back on expenses, transferring higher interest rate balances to zero interest or low interest cards, negotiating with creditors for lower interest rates or payment extensions, and exploring the possibility of personal loan consolidation. Another benefit of a debt consolidation loan is that it can help you pay off your debts more quickly by reducing the interest rate and consolidating multiple payments into one easy-to-manage payment. Meanwhile, a debt consolidation loan is one of the best ways to get out of debt and can make managing your payments simpler and more efficient. One way to get out of debt is to make additional payments on your debts. This can help you pay off your debt faster, as the extra payments will go directly toward the principal balance and reduce the total amount you owe. Other ways that can help you get out of debt include consolidating your debt into one loan with a lower interest rate, transferring your balances to a credit card with a 0% introductory APR, cutting unnecessary expenses, setting up automatic payments, and creating a budget. All of these strategies can be effective in helping you reduce debt in the long run and improve your financial situation. To make additional payments, consider ways that you can free up funds in your budget, such as cutting back on discretionary spending or taking on a side hustle to generate extra income. That money can then be used to make larger payments than what is required each month and help to reduce the overall amount you owe over time. Meanwhile, understanding how to get out of debt starts with evaluating your monthly budget and seeing where you can free up funds. Getting out of debt can seem daunting and overwhelming. However, with the right strategies in place, you can get out of debt faster and start living a debt-free life. You are in control of your financial future. Take action today and start achieving your financial goals. If this is helpful, kindly like our video and drop a comment.